Okay, what's up, Team Shine? Hey guys, hey guys. We have an awesome call for you tonight. I'm super pumped, so I'm not going to jibber jabber too long. In fact, I wanted to say this really quick because there's always really good chat before I start recording, and Michelle just got off a call with her challengers in her challenge group, and they were talking about emotional eating and plateauing and all different types of things. Hey, Joy. And so I just, I'm going to do one on Thursday with my challenge group, so it just inspires me. So thanks, Michelle, for sharing like all the stuff. She was just saying, I would have never heard those things if I wouldn't have done a chat with them. And so I think that's really cool that you did that. And the fact that you're here speaking for us tonight, I'm so excited. But I'm just going to quickly run through a couple things, you guys. If you listen to the National Wake Up Call this morning, like #duh, we're supposed to, because it's the most amazing thing in the entire world. We learned about the Success Club points and how they're changing for March. So just real quick, guys, usually Home Direct /HD, so it stands for H. It's not like high definition. It's Home Direct Shakeology used to count for 1 SC point. In March, it will count for 2. And I'm guessing the reason why is because Beachbody On Demand is advertising so much that as we're reaching out and inviting people and talking to them, a lot of the times they'll probably be like, yeah, well, I have my all access year membership. And we're going to be like, womp womp. But if because like there goes the challenge pack sale and there goes our more points for helping them, right? But they already have it. Great. Now we just need to get them their nutrition and get them a coach. Hello, we're so valuable, and get them in our groups. And sorry, I'm like looking down at you, Kelly, because you're big on the screen, so it probably looks like my eyes are looking down. Look at the hole, Stacy. Look at the hole. So awkward. So every time I say hole, I feel like it's awkward. Okay, so back to what I was saying. So you get 2 SC points for a Shakeology Home Direct now in March. It's never been that way. And then you also get 2 SC points now for the All Access Annual Challenge Pack instead of 3. So unfortunately, they did take 1 SC point away, but that's okay because it's still such an awesome value. I don't know about you guys, but I'm selling. It has not hurt my business at all. Like, I think it's totally helped my business having that $199 challenge pack. None of the other challenge packs are going to be going on sale, so you don't really have to be looking every month for notices on what's on sale for the month. They did permanently lower the Country Heat challenge pack. That will be $140. All the other ones are going to be $160, including the 3-day refresh challenge pack. So just update on the Success Club points. Team Cup is over today. What the what? That was crazy. Such a fun month. If you guys listened to the National Wake Up Call a couple weeks back where they had like new coaches, like a newer diamond on the call, and she talked about, you guys need to go listen to it because it was so relatable, right? For like all of us newer coaches, it's so nice to not be like hearing all like these stats on people and then being like, what does she have for me? So they brought new coaches on the call, and she had a really awesome testimony about Team Cup. So I want you guys to listen to that and be thinking like, I'm pre-planning ahead for my next Team Cup to even blow it out of the water more, because she had hit like 50 SC points for her Team Cup. And she said that it rocked her business for like months after. So that's what happens is you get the momentum and you get your skill crafted, and then you're just like, boom, it totally benefits you. So guys, today's the end of the month. It's not over till it's over. Well, it's over for us. It's kind of over in like 55 minutes, but follow up, do some follow-ups. What else? Gosh, the Success Club board was so awesome from last week. There was, like, from what I calculated, like 50 people helped just from the Success Club points, which is an amazing, incredible job, you guys. I'm so, so proud of you. We are up for coaches this week. From last week, we are at 2 coaches. So now we are at 256 coaches on Team Shine. So let's keep sharing our love for this gig, and let's make those numbers higher for next week. What else? Super Saturday is coming up on April 8th and 9th, depending on yours, is it Saturday or Sunday? You got to get to that. It definitely hurts your business if you don't go to it, and it massively helps your business if you get to it. So I will say it bluntly like that because that's how I feel. And the All Access Challenge Pack is going to stay at $199. They are not going to up it, which is really awesome. I was a little worried they'd up it to like $230, and they didn't, like $230 or $220. But they did not. And so real quick, one last thing. I've never, ever gotten one of these, but I got Matt brought it down to me when I was setting up my computer, and I just about peed my pants. I was like,
That's
Carl,
so
my boyfriend, he wrote me a letter.
Smell him?
No.
Smell him. I'm just kidding.
What's that?
Can you smell him?
It smells like Digestive Boost from Chicago.
Oh my gosh.
So anyways, guys, I don't know if he sent this. I'm so grateful for your leadership and focus. Thanks for making this a big month. Maybe because I'm a team cut captain. I don't know, but it's really exciting. So
you earned it.
Let's go on about Carl because I love him and I love this company. But I will pass it over. Michelle Gross is our speaker tonight. And this is I've been waiting so long for her to do a call for us. I asked a couple months ago and it just never worked out. And so she's rocking her braid. She's rocking her awesomeness and her new cut up shirt that she did. Well, go on the Team Beachbody blog today, guys, because Autumn shows us, her stylist shows us how to just cut stuff up. And she made it look so effortless. And then now you're on with yours. And I love it. So Michelle's going to talk to us about social media. So if you have any questions, just write them in the chat. And then, I love Michelle is so fierce. And I was just laying awake last night thinking about how I feel like I've met her because I love her so much. I love her like a sister. And I was laying there how have I really not ever given her a hug or ever met her? It's the craziest thing. And yeah, I feel so connected in my heart with her and in our businesses, and we can just chat about anything and be honest with each other. And the way that Michelle can put words to feelings is like no one I've ever met, and it really encourages me just to be more vulnerable in my coaching business and with you all. And so thank you, Michelle, for being here and just being who you are, because I love you.
Oh, I need to hug you so bad.
I can't wait.
I know it. Summit. Oh,
I'll be huffing in your ear. You'll be get off me. I'll be but I love you.
Can you just rub a little bit of your makeup on me before?
It's bronzer. I'll come for you.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thanks for being here.
It'll make me cry. Okay. Hello. I have to start off with praying because otherwise I'll puke. So if you don't pray, just awkwardly stare at the screen for the next minute, okay? That's how you do it. And if you want to look like you know what you're doing, just give a nice face scrunch and then that works too, okay? Okay, I'm just going to pray. Dear Jesus, thank you for this group of amazing women. Thank you for bringing me here tonight. May your will be done, and may we speak glorifying and edifying and just use this to build our businesses, not for our own glory, but God, so we can reach others and change their lives as well. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Alrighty, social media training. So as Stacy told you already, I need you guys to throw up your questions in the chat box right now. If you brought questions with you, throw them up in there, and if I don't hit them on my chat, then I will get to them as we can. And also if I run out of things to say, #NotLikely, then I can use those to fill up my time. And I promise to try not to take too much of your guys' night. And for those of you watching the replay, not sure if you want to make it to the end, I just want to tell you one thing. I'm going to give you my most important, valuable piece of social media training right at the very end. So you got to watch all the way through for that. Okay? All right.
All right. Sorry.
No, that's all right. Welcome.
I'm just wiggling around here trying to find
my
everything.
life. I'm actually nursing my child right now.
Way to multitask.
Yeah, he's just sleeping right here on me. That's fine. He just doesn't sleep well. So this is what we do on team calls. Is I usually have a babe attached to my boob. But if you're wondering if you can't do this business and be a mom, you can.
Yeah.
I do it every day. Okay. The first thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is live video. Are you doing it? And if you are not, you have to be. So we are really, really good at making super great big posts and call out challenges, really cute lists, what you get in your challenge pack. But I will tell you this right now, our generation and internet and social media as a whole is moving to live.
Yeah.
Everything is moving to live. People love Snapchat because they want to know what you're doing right now. Instagram has live. The interesting thing about Instagram is live does not save to be watched later. It disappears. So there's more of a want to be on live, which is really cool. Facebook Live is being pushed like crazy. So if you want a greater reach to reach more people organically, Facebook Live actually gets pushed up into people's news feeds and notifications before anything else. So even if someone has friended you but unfollowed you, on your first Facebook Live video, people are going to get notifications that you're doing a live video. Why is video important? Oh, you know what? I didn't even tell you guys anything about myself because I got nervous. Do you guys all know me? Maybe people watching the replay don't know me. Okay, I'll finish my thought and then I'll tell you about myself.
Okay.
So live video is great because people are really sick and tired of, I find, like the really crafted perfectness of social media. And they want to see you in the raw, in the real, interact with you because our society has gotten so into social media and so out of interacting with people that we're just addicted to this live video thing. So first of all, if you're going to go live, you have to have, I'm going to be looking over at my notes here because I have mom brain like crazy and I will not remember. So if you're going to go live, know what you're saying first, please. If you're really that scared and you have no idea what to say or do, then just like prep your meal planning or show your meal planning or something, but have a game plan before you go into live. And I'm going to pause right there and I'm going to rewind and we're going to start at the beginning and I'm going to tell you about myself. Hashtag worst leader ever. Okay, so I have been a coach for a little over a year. I have never hit diamond status. I am an emerald coach, and I don't believe that means anything to my credibility. So if you guys are emerald coaches or not even emerald and you can't hit that, it means nothing to your credibility. You are still valuable and you still have things to say because hence I'm on this call and I'm not a diamond coach, but you guys want to hear something from me, which I think is really cool. So just know that you don't have to chase a rank in this business and you don't have to have that rank to really make an impact. I started a little over a year ago when I had postpartum depression and anxiety from my firstborn. I was severely sleep deprived and I had a complete and utter mental breakdown. I had to leave my home for 5 days, and I always cry when I talk about this because it hurts me. I had to go sleep at my parents' house to catch up and to get my brain working again because I didn't know what living another day would look like. I remember saying that. I said, I just don't know what one more day looks like. I can't. And my poor husband had to handle overnights for 5 nights. I don't know how he did it. But that's when I woke up and I saw this post on Facebook of this girl that I knew at church, Tabitha, who became an emerald coach. And I didn't know, I knew Beachbody. I did Insanity a few years ago. And it just clicked. God just said this. And I resisted for so long. I was so scared to jump in. I thought it was salesy, gimmicky. I would never be involved with an MLM. But I jumped in, and a year later, Shakeology has changed my entire, I feel like my brain, my inner makeup, my chemical, the way my hormones work, everything is just so incredibly changed. And I've been able to change lives left, right, and center. I was blessing us with her husband again. My favorite person on this call ever. And my mission is to empower women to love themselves at the start of their fitness journey and into their after photos, because you can't love yourself with your after if you're not going to love yourself at your first. So that is my mission. That is my brand. I love to do braiding and videos, but the core of what I do is to teach people that fitness is not a size, that it is a feeling, and that everyone deserves to feel fit and incredible and beautiful, even if you're 300 pounds. So that is my mission. That is my heart as a coach. So that is where I come from when I speak. And I'm going to go back into our live chat. And again, if this spurs anything we're talking about, you guys, if it spurs up questions, just pop them in the chat. I'm so grateful to be here. I'm so grateful that you guys are with me on your call. And I hope we have a really good chat, and I'll try to not take up your whole night. Okay. When you are doing a live video, so I know that first couple minutes of waiting to get people on can be really awkward. Okay, so if you have not done a live video yet, there is a lag. So during that time, I want you to have a prepared statement. I say the same thing at the start of each of my live videos. I talk about my mission statement. I did the Coach Glitter 5-day live training, changed my life.
Oh, I just did that.
And then speak to the replay. Don't say, like, okay, we're just going to sit here and wait for a minute, because I've done that and it is awkward and I hate watching the replay because of it. Have a question that you're asking everyone. So I like to say, like, oh, hey guys, what workout did you do today? Or so speak to the replay. Fill that gap with a little bit of questions, because that brings engagement to your post well after it's over. So Facebook does the advertising for you while you're live. But then if you've gotten people to comment and engage, then that's further advertising that you've done a live video. It's going to pop up in people's feeds left, right, and center all over again. So if you guys don't know how that works, when somebody comments on your post, it bumps it to the top of the newsfeed. So Facebook used to be live time. Same with Instagram until Facebook bought Instagram. So they used to be in live time, but it's not that way anymore. It's based off an algorithm of your, essentially how popular you are and how much someone likes or comments on your stuff. So if you can get people liking and commenting on your stuff, then you're going to have a lot more viewing. P.S. Check this out. Oh, isn't it cute?
Oh, look at that sweet face.
All right. I have been really loving crafting posts for my live videos. It's really, you can't ever be fully scripted because it's live and we always say things wrong, and just own it, guys. Like, you have to be willing right now, I feel like, in social media to just, and this is hard, to really own who you are and let people see it. And if you're weird and you fumble and you get like mustard on your shirt, it doesn't matter. People want to see that because it's you. And you are going to get, well, don't wake up. You are going to get so many people following your journey because they get to see the real you, not the perfect angled picture, which we all love to do, #guilty. But the real you. So Facebook Live is your baby. And I'll tell you this right now. If you are posting videos to Facebook, it better be live or it better have captions. So, because people don't have time, guys. They're not reading, especially 30 and under. I don't know how old everyone is on this call. You're all probably around 29 and have moved from there. So we're all in that 30 and under range. People younger than me, they don't read. They really don't. I did a 5-day clean eating call out video, and that is the most engagement I've ever gotten on a free clean eating challenge, ever. And I'm still getting engagement on it. Like, it's crazy. So doing videos and explaining to people what's going to go, and you can share your heart without people having to read. If I see a long post on Facebook, do you know what I do? I scroll on by. Mm-hmm. Or I think, I'm going to go back and read that later. And I don't. I never do. Ever. So videos are where it's at. And I'm going to do a screen share right now so you guys can see, because I promised that I would post a recording of how to do it. And I'm a filthy liar, so I didn't. So I'm going to show you guys how to do it. It's really easy. It's kind of time consuming. So you can go off a script. There's 2 ways to do it. You can go off a script, or you can type it in the moment. So you're going to go into your YouTube channel, and then up here is your video manager. Click that. And then you see a thing here. So this is my clean eating group edit intro that I have not added subtitles to yet. So I'm going to teach you guys how to do that through here. So here is my video manager. I get to pick which still people see. So I'm going to pick the one where I look least dirtfish. And then you can click your subtitles. Okay. Stay safe. You stay asleep. Okay, subtitles. I'm going to set language for English. Whoop. Default for new uploads. Set language. All right. I might fly by this really fast because I don't want to keep you guys here for 2 hours. So if you need to watch the replay to do it again or ask questions in the comments, I will do that. Okay. Here are the automatic published subtitles. They're horrible. YouTube does its best, but they usually get things pretty wrong. So you can do two things. You can edit these. So what you do, you see this, pause video while typing. So you can play.
Hello everyone, my name is Michelle Gross, stylist.
So it said Michelle Girls. So I'm going to change that to Michelle Gross, right? So you go in and you literally just type it in. And then when you're done typing, it should start again.
Stylist and founder of Brazen Stylist.
Yeah, you guys are going to hear that over and over. And I'm typing with one hand, which is really awesome in my life. So that's how you edit those. That is the hardest way to do it, I have found. I'm actually going to delete this. I'm going to go back in here, and I'm going to unpublish it. That top right hand. Okay? And I'm going to save changes. So now that is not subtitles published. Why?
Hello everyone.
Nope, didn't work. Okay. I'm going to add new subtitles, this blue box right here. Go English, discard published titles. Okay, you can upload a file. So if you have read your video, if you have read a script and done your video, you can just upload your Word document, like copy, paste, chuck it in, and you're done. So easy, so wonderful. And if you maybe change the wording up a little bit, make sure you follow through and go through your wording. I like to go through my video and I don't add in the ums and uhs. I take all of those out, and you'll notice that you'll get a lot more engagement and a lot more visibility on videos that have subtitles attached to them. Because how many moms watch videos while like scroll through Facebook while they're nursing in the middle of the night, and they only watch videos that they don't have to turn the sound on? If you're on a subway train and you don't have earphones, you're going to stop because Facebook auto plays videos, right? So if it's got subtitles on, ooh, I can actually know what this is about. You're going to get a huge number of people actually listening to what you have to say. But if they have to stop and turn it on to hear you, chances are they might not listen unless it's a live video. Don't know why. Live videos are their own new thing. We are going to create, transcribe, and auto sync. Okay. I've got it ticked here to pause video while typing. Literally, you just sit here and type it in as you talk. And every time you start typing, it pauses. And that's it, you guys. So here we'll just go.
Hello everyone, my name.
See that? I'm a fast typer even with them. So we'll just publish these real quick to show you how.
My name is Michelle Gross, stylist.
So that's how you do that. And then you go down to the bottom here. You set timings. It's going to do its little jam here. It's going to take some time. And then you just have to publish them, and voila. You now have subtitles that automatically play. You don't have to click closed captioning. They just automatically play in your video. And that is awesome. If you have a YouTube channel, subtitles, like any of the major people that you follow, like Philip DeFranco, all of them, they all have subtitles. So that's that. While that's loading, I'll stop share and share it all to you guys. I'll just keep sharing and bring up. You guys want to see my notes? Yay! Here's my notes. Come on. All right. So here's my really quick things. We're just going to go to actions. Nope. Where are you? Why can't I publish? Save changes. Published. Oh, let's see. It takes a few minutes sometimes. I'll do a better video for you guys. That is how. It just takes a few minutes, I find, for Facebook to load it in there, but they'll be in there. So that, yeah, it says unpublished here. So they are published. So it'll just take a minute for Facebook to sort its life out.
Hello, everyone.
And those will be up there. And that's how you do it. So if you have any questions on that, it is imperative. If you follow Gary Vee, he will tell you, don't post anything unless it has captions, unless it's live. Okie dokie. Do you guys want to talk about Facebook mostly, or are you guys on Instagram too? You guys can unmute yourself and talk with me, by the way, if you would like. Kelly, no, you cannot control who sees live video. Live video gets pushed to even people not on your friends list. So it's the best way to grow organic reach, which means you're going to be you're going to reach people that you never would have met possibly before, right? So it's exposure. You really want to have that. If you are wanting to control, oh, that was a private question. Nope, that wasn't. I just saw the little brackets on the corner there. So sorry if that's not something you wanted me to address publicly. Oh, it's not private anymore. Live video on your private page. Does anyone get to see it? If you do a live video in your group, only your group sees it. If you do a live video on your page or on your Facebook profile, anyone can see it. They are not. Can you set, you guys, am I wrong on this? Can you set them to not public, or are they all public? Is anybody? Let's check. Oh, yeah, you can change it to your friends and only me. But if you want it to not be your friends, or you want to customize it, okay, so you can, okay, I might have gone too that fast. Oh no, I'm not even screen sharing. Okay, so after your post is done, and PS, make sure you don't landscape your videos when they're not actually landscaped. So you see this little globe right here? If you guys don't know, tap that. You can see this. You can customize it. You can click don't share this with. I lied. You can totally do that. That is fan-freaking-tastic. So you can actually choose who you don't want to see your video. And before you post, you can also, I believe, change your, so public. So when you go to post your live video, you click live, and this is on the phone too. You go down here, public. For some of us, this is second nature, I know. So if you're watching this and you're like, yeah, doing this forever. But for some of us who don't do these things, this is brand new information. So you just go into custom, and you can don't share it with, or if you have a specific audience. This actually brings up something really cool for me, because I have a newly added list of people, so I could specifically target my newly added Facebook friends, which is really super cool. If I wanted to say specifically target them to clean eating groups so they don't feel spammed by all my hey, come join my challenge group stuff, that would be great. Video manager is the magical YouTube button. I just learned about it when I found out about subtitles. Gary Vee said do subtitles, so I listen to everything Gary Vee says.
Gary Vee.
He's my homie. Okay, does anybody have any questions about Facebook Live? We're good?
Michelle, what was your biggest takeaway from Coach Glitter's 5-day group?
The opening statement.
Oh, yeah.
I am behind. I have not done the last 3 days. I do that this weekend. But that opening statement and finding your mission statement was super huge for me.
Right.
So if you guys haven't taken it, I don't think she's going to let people in anymore because it's over. But if you see Coach Glitter's 5-day live training, so what she had us do is think about who we want to reach. Because if you are speaking to everyone, you're speaking to no one. So if you are crafting your Facebook post and you want it, and I remember being tempted to do this, you want everyone to feel like they can play a part, and you kind of don't want to single anyone out in your post. Single someone out in your post. Because you need to speak to that one person in that one situation, because you are an expert on that. If you have gone through something and you're going to speak on it, you're an expert on it. So don't generalize it and make it broad and confusing. So say, for me, for example, if I struggle with postpartum depression and postpartum anxiety, I am going to speak directly to mothers on that post who have struggled with postpartum depression and anxiety. And I'm not going to throw in there, and if you haven't, you just know that motherhood's really hard, blah, blah, blah. I'm not speaking to those moms right now. They don't relate to this post. I'm speaking directly to mothers who are struggling. It's one of my niche markets that I really hone in on is new moms. So if you have a specific person that you're speaking to, don't be afraid to speak to that person. Even say like so much as you in the post. Like, I want you to know that you are loved. Not, I want women to know that they are loved. You reading this right now. I want you to know that you are loved. That just because you feel like you hate your son doesn't mean you're a bad mother. Do you know what I mean? So that speaks to somebody. But if you're generalizing and trying to reach everyone on your Facebook page or Likely page, you're not going to reach anybody. You guys, there's 100 Beachbody coaches out there. 100 million? I don't know. It feels like it. You hear all the time like, oh, the market's saturated. The market's saturated. It's not saturated with you. You are a unique individual who has a unique message to share. And if you can hone in on that and if you can find what that message is and just speak to that, you will never have to create a post a day in your life because you're just going to be sharing your journey. And that's really what social media is all about. People don't want to see your perfectly crafted posts. They want to know your life. They want to know your journey. And they're not interested in the same 3 pictures every single day of, yay, look at me, I'm so happy. Again, like they want to know the crap. They want to know the hard stuff too. And they want to support you and they want to be involved. It's weird. I mean, maybe not to you, but to me, because I've never had the confidence to think that people would want to be invested in my story. But you'd be so amazed to see that we all share the same struggle constantly. So you could be going through something that you feel like you're completely alone in. And if you share that on social media, all of a sudden, boom, like 5 or 6 people have said, I can't believe you're struggling with this. I'm struggling with this too. Now what you've done is you've let people know that you are on the same side as them. And you also feel really good too because you're not alone. And it creates a bond and a trust. So when it comes to social media, we don't sell. And you guys know this, and I'm speaking to, I don't know how long you guys have all been coaches, but we're talking to people who are brand new as well. Watching a replay, people don't want to be sold anything. And if you say I'm an online health and wellness coach and I have a challenge group, they know you're a Beachbody coach. They know. They've seen it 100 times. So find a way to find your own voice. Scripts are great when you're just starting out if you really need them. We all look back at our first 5 posts and we're like, did I say that? But if you can really focus on why you became a coach, why your life has changed, and just share your journey on social media, you don't have to be like us who struggled through our first few posts and we're like, yeah, I just tried to sell you Shakeology for 5 days. Cool. So really social media is about people getting to know you and trusting you. And the only way to do that is to know your story and to share it really freaking well. Another thing about social media is you want to make sure you have 3 things that you're interested in aside from fitness and clean eating. So if you have 3 things that you are interested in aside from fitness and clean eating, your Facebook wall will not be saturated with I'm a health and wellness coach, I'm a health and wellness coach, I'm a health and wellness coach. We know you're a coach. I want to know who your person is. I want to know, do you love dogs? Do you love hiking? Do you love secretly scrubbing your floor super clean? I don't know what you love, but if you love something, hone in on it. You would not believe how special you are in those really strange little things because there are so many other people out there like you. And if you can just believe that who you are is a good thing and share those 3 little things outside of health and fitness that you love, people will be drawn to you. So that's what we're doing as social media entrepreneurs is you want to draw people to you. It's really great to private message people and to get into that. But I'm not going to talk about that tonight. I want to talk about attracting people to you. And the best way to do that is to own who you are and just really super love those little quirks about yourself. So if you've been a coach forever and there's something really weird about yourself that you have never shared, but that is very obvious and constant in your life, I challenge you to create a post to that in the next 2 or 3 days and just share it. Because people will come out of the woodworks that have not commented on your posts in eons and be like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe you do that too. I don't know. Do you restock the dishwasher? Do you go in and reorganize it after your husband? My husband goes in and reorganizes it after me. But that could be something about how much you love things neat and order And you can share your tips and tricks on that because people will just love to see how you work in that area. Yeah, just be very real. So I want you to have, so the first point here today is go live or post a video with captions. The second thing, you guys see that? Yeah. So the second thing is to...
You're tired.
Oh, it's been a hard day, guys. This household has been in turmoil today. Like everyone's been grumpy. I've had a headache and crying because I'm breaking through barriers in my own personal life and thinking about how to share that on social media. And this comes naturally to me, so I understand if bearing your soul online is not easy for you. I understand that for me, this is very easy. I get healing through sharing. It is cathartic. I love to blog. I love to share my experiences because when I know that other people have gone through what I've gone through and I know that they don't feel alone, then I feel better. And even just saying it. You might not even know you're a verbal processor. There are probably some of you guys on here who are verbal processors and you don't even realize it. But just start taking notes about things that happen throughout your day. And it might seem totally trivial, but guys, Snapchat. Are you on Snapchat? Do you know what people care about on Snapchat? Like, I get the most responses to my snaps when I like do something. The other day I did every different stupid filter I could find, brushing my teeth. People want to see abs. People are bored, you guys. People are bored. They are stuck in their lives and they need someone to pull them out of their own world. And we can do that for them. So even if you feel like this is so boring and no one will care about it, post it. If nobody cared about it, move on to the next thing. It doesn't hurt anything. If you post it and nobody likes it, don't do it again. At the end of the day, at the end of the week, review what worked, review what didn't, write down what worked, write down what didn't, do the things that worked again, and don't do the things that didn't work again. Or change them if they're really important to you. Sometimes I say something and I'm like, what? This didn't change everyone's life like it changed mine? So then I find a new picture, I make it better, I find a different time of the day, which is the other point we're going to talk about to post it on, and I try again. So time of day is so vital. So if you guys know your message and you know who you're speaking to, then you also need to know when they are online. When are they scrolling? So my ideal client, her name is Jessica, and during her spare time, she can be found reading, outside doing yoga, or what was the other thing? I can't remember. I wrote it down. She is stuck in her own life and she is not happy. She's held back by limiting beliefs, but deep down she believes she can break free. So that's my ideal client. That is my target market. She is not online like typically a lot during the mornings because she's doing her own thing. So I get the least engagement. Really, we're early birds, me and my Jessica. So if I hop on at like 6 a.m., I get my early bird people. If I hop on at 11, I get my moms who are escaping from social media right before lunch because holy crap, my kids are driving me crazy. Can I just get them fed and to bed? So they are escaping their lives and scrolling through, and I want to give them something uplifting and encouraging to read. And then they are also online around 4:30, right before their husband gets home. So again, escaping the toughness of life because it is, and this is my market, you guys. So my times are not your times. You can Google easy enough the best times to post to social media. I will tell you Saturdays and Sundays, don't bother before 8 p.m. if it's really important because people are out doing stuff. If it's really important, I would suggest 8 p.m. because everyone's crashed and hanging out at home, Netflix, whatever, right? How many of us like chill out on the couch on a Sunday night getting ready for a week?
Me.
Yeah. So it's the greatest time to invite people, I find. So you see a lot of coaches doing, which I'm not doing, just letting you guys know. I know all this stuff, but I haven't put it into practice, so it's a lot. But you have to find your times that work the best. So if you're having a hard time getting engagement on your social media, pick 3 times that day you're going to post. Post on those 3 times. If you need to use Hootsuite or Clinch Share or something, use those. Write down what times you post and write down which ones got the most engagement. Now, it's going to help if you know who you're speaking to. If you're speaking to working people between 9 and 11, they're probably not on their phones. 12 to 1 is great because people are on the lunch hour. Such a good window. Even like 1 to 1:15, I find people are pushing off starting work again. So lots of people are just kind of scrolling around. But if you know your market, like I don't have an 8 p.m. market during the week. I don't have it. I don't know why, but I thought it would be my busiest time to do my braid videos. I got nothing. And I think it's because I've geared my market towards stay-at-home moms. So they're all like cleaning up after dinner at that time, right? So I need to change my tactics. It's not working. So social media is all about, I find, just reviewing what's working and what's not. And the times that you're getting the most engagement is when you need to post your most important stuff. If you feel like you have a message we're sharing, or if you're inviting or something, then you need to post it at those times. And you have to know those things before anything else. We can talk about algorithms and how they get posted till we're like blue in the face. But if you don't know your market and you don't know what's working for you, then it doesn't matter. I don't think anyways. And let's see. The only other thing, yeah, mom's cooking dinner. It took me like 3 times to realize that one. Sad. Let's see. So we've talked about engagement. We've talked about live videos. Ask questions in about 80% of your posts. What do you guys think of this? Do you like this? Do you want the recipe? Do you like my shoes? Are my toes fat? I don't know. Ask questions. It doesn't, but tell people to comment. You have to tell people what to do. Don't just say, what do you guys think? Comment below, yes or no. Give them what to do because they need it. Because we're so busy, sometimes we can't even stop to form an opinion. So if you give that to them, they will expand on their own. If you guys have watched Rosa Friesen's Half Hour Power Hour, she dropped the most amazing nugget that I'm going to share with you guys today. If you post a recipe on your page, don't give or like a picture of a beautiful meal you made, don't give the recipe. Build your email list. Say, drop your email or say, I want this, and I will send you the recipe. And then boom, you have got a conversation off the Facebook wall where you can build relationship. Not sell them a challenge pack, build relationship. So are you like, are you totally great at clean eating? Have you been doing this forever? I love it. Tell me like your journey. I don't know. Just let it flow and let it feel like you are at the supermarket and you've met someone who tried to grab the same avocado. Like, it needs to be that natural. Because if it's contrived and scripted, people are going to feel it. And I'll say this, everything I say is scripted. But it doesn't feel that way. I'm a hairstylist by trade, and everything I said to every single person that sat on my chair was scripted, but I knew it so well that it became natural for me. So that's where failing forward comes in. You're going to try and sound super organic, and you're going to hit send and be like, oh, delete. How do I can't believe that doesn't sound good. It's fine. Just keep practicing, keep doing your scripting, keep sending private messages and building a relationship with people, because I'm involved in so many mom groups on Facebook through Airdrie, and there are just heaps of Beachbody coaches, tons of them. And if somebody posts something like, do you guys have any clean eating recipes? All the Beachbody coaches comment, and these people get like swarmed with private messages and blah, blah, blah. No, you have not earned that right yet. And even then, I don't comment on those posts ever, because I don't want to be seen as that super desperate MLMer trying to make a sale and get a new customer.
Yeah.
I want to be seen as someone who says, yeah, I have a recipe, here you go. And they go, oh, that was nice, click. And maybe I'll check out her page. Oh, cool, follow. Organic. You need that. because otherwise people are just going to sniff you out and they're not going to want to talk to you. Some people like to be sold, not everyone. Don't you wake up. Do you guys know how to find out who follows you on Facebook? Are your profiles public? This is in your new Coach Start training, so I didn't cover it, but do you guys know how to see who follows you? No? Okay, let's show you. I go through this list every once in a while. I PM them. Go to my friends right here. Recently added, new posts, birthdays. Stacy's little nugget about PMing people happy birthdays, brilliant. Great conversation starter. More. Followers.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's some spammers in there, but there's actually been some real relationships that I made of people being like, I saw you post in the AP group like forever ago and I started following you. I hope that's not creepy. I've gotten some challengers from that. So make sure that you are checking who follows you, and I just send them a quick message. Thank you so much for following me. I hope you found some value in my page. How did you find me? Because if you end with a question, then they need to respond. If you just say, hey, thanks for the follow, they don't have any obligation to respond to you. We're opening people up to bring them into conversation. It's so important. And if you guys are moms and you have local, like, if you have those 3 things that you're interested in, I'm in a German Shepherd group. I love my puppy. German Shepherd's awesome. I'm in baby wearing groups, and I am in attachment parenting groups. And I'm vulnerable in those groups. I share and I give. I comment, I give encouragement, and I build relationship with those women so I can add them as a friend like no big deal. Like they know I'm not poaching them because I have invested in them. So I spend a couple minutes every day just commenting and searching stuff in these groups that I'm interested in and that are local. Some of them aren't always local. You can go outside of that. Baby-led weaning groups, whatever your situation of life it is, whatever you're freaking interested in, that's your market. That is your market. If you've been wondering, wonder no more. I just told you. So that's, I think, kind of all I really felt to talk about today. Oh, my last nugget, my best piece of information for you. Choose a day of rest from social media or a time of rest. You're going to hear so much on your journey. Hustle, hustle, hustle. Post 3 times a day, every day. For me personally, I've been trying to take Sundays completely off. And last week was my first attempt, and it was so dang refreshing. But you guys, if you're a business builder, your Facebook page is no longer for your entertainment. You open it up and there's notification, click on notification, and you instantly feel the need to respond. So suddenly what was a quick scroll check is now you're working, and then you're drained. So you absolutely have to set boundaries about when you open up Facebook. Take a dedicated amount of time off every day, and I promise you this will help bring you life in your business. And if you are a hobby coach or a business builder, I encourage you, please stop sharing political posts unless that is like your, I don't know, part of your thing. If you are into politics and you have a mission and a thing to share on that, but be careful what you share, and know that whatever you post to your wall buries all of your content. So if you're a constant habitual sharer and then someone scrolls over to your Facebook page to see who you are and what you're about, if you've been sharing 100 million things, they don't know. You just share everything. You have nothing to say in their opinion, right? And then also, like, if it's got swearing in it, are you taking out a market, or is that your market? Amy Silverman, tattooed, swearing, loves it. That's her market, right? Know this stuff, you guys. Make sure you're not driving away your clients. And then set your settings to hiding from your timeline. Do you guys know how to set your settings to hide? Like, I have to approve posts that get set to my timeline. Does anybody know how to do that? Because my mother is probably maybe watching the replay, and I love you, but she tags me in everything, and she knows this. So I have it set to because I don't want all the tags because she knows I'm super busy and I probably won't see it unless she tags me on my wall.
Yeah.
So if she tags me like 12 times a day, that's all people are going to see on my feed. And also if somebody tags me in something I don't want to be associated with, Lord, that has happened. So be careful. And if you guys want to see me do that, can you talk about how to block your newsfeed? Totes my goats. I just took the application off today because I was having issues with my desktop. So the newsfeed eradicator is life. You guys, if you find you are sitting down to work and you end up stuck in the scroll, newsfeed eradicator. This is for Google Chrome, okay? This has been so effective for me. And you can set this to your phone. It does not work on an app, which is hard for a lot of us. It usually just means deleting the app and going through your browser instead. But if you use something like Hootsuite or a outside party that posts to Facebook for you, you don't actually have to have Facebook on your phone. And I'm going to show you guys a real cool trick to not scrolling on Facebook when you're doing a post. I'm going to add this to Chrome, add extension, added. I'm done. I'm going to go back to Facebook now. I think that's it. Ah, no more newsfeed. I just get this really nice quote that changes every day. And so now I'm not stuck scrolling. I still get notifications. I still am friends with everyone, but this quote is gone. And now if you guys aren't up for deleting Facebook from your phone and you do everything from it, I'm going to share from you my phone. Takes a sec though. AirPlay. You see my phone? Okay, if you have an iPhone, I'm sorry if you're an Android, you don't. If you have an iPhone and you have one of the newer ones and you have pressure, like you know how you can push harder on your screen to do things? If you don't know that, try it. But watch this. I don't even have to go into the app to write a post. I'm straight into writing a post. I don't even see my scroll. I can just go straight to work. Post it and then I exit. That has saved me a lot of mindless scrolling. You can do it with Instagram as well. New post, camera. If you want to go, if you're checking your comments. That's another thing, guys. Internet etiquette. Comment and reply to everyone. Don't just like the comment. Reply to every single person. Let them know you see them and love them.
Michelle, what did you say you did? You pressed harder on it or you pressed longer? Not press longer because I would bring it all.
Pressure sensitive. So you can push. Just like you see like I have my flashlight here.
Yeah.
Push. And I can do low, medium, light, bright for my flashlight, right? So there's all these neat features on your phone that you can push. So anything.
Oh my gosh. I totally did not know this.
I have the iPhone 6s Plus, but this just keeps me from scrolling. If I just need to throw in a quick post, I am bad. Like if I'm with my kids and I need to do a post, I tell them, guys, I have to work for 5 minutes. So I'm just going to throw up a quick post. But usually I get caught in the scroll or I see a comment or something. So I just push that. I do a new post. And boom. Oh, sorry.
Hey, another question. Sorry. Can I ask live or should I put it in the chat?
Ask, please.
Okay. How did you just share from your phone? Screen share.
It's an option on the bottom for me. So,
when you in the Zoom, like when you go to share screen?
Yeah, there's just
It'll ask you?
tab,
I've never even noticed.
and then it just tells you how to do it. So it says right there. So I swipe up and
We don't see that. We don't get to see that.
But you just swipe up to that little control center in the middle and it says AirPlay or mirroring. It's right below your brightness setting. You just click it to your computer and then you can see my phone. So you guys can see like I have everything.
Dude.
Yeah. Those are my tricks. But my best piece of advice, is to take some rest from social media every day because it can get really overwhelming. But you are interesting. People want to know about your life. And if you can get good at sharing versus creating posts, then you're going to go a lot further, I find, with engagement. Because if you are simply sharing about your journey, say that you are, sorry, I just got distracted. So if I'm sitting here right now, so if I want to do a call out about coach posting or like coaching, I'm going to sit down tonight before the end of this call with how I feel. I'm going to write up a post on Hootsuite. I'm going to take a picture of myself sitting here with my son chatting on Zoom. I'm going to tell people why I love it. And then I'm not creating. I'm not waiting for that Sunday to come up where I'm supposed to be sharing about my coaching journey to sit down and think, okay, why am I doing this? Because you're going to come up with the same story every time. But every time we do these calls, we get lit up and do something different lights up inside of us. And if we can share those parts of our journey, just share your story. Right? If you can just share them in the moment, people will be like Stacy after our live chat or our live sneak peek group or anything she does, she always goes on and talks about how she feels that moment. She takes a picture of herself in the moment. She's so good at sharing. And that's why she gets a redonkulous amount of people commenting on her stuff, because she's not trying to sell them anything. She's just really happy, and it spreads. And that's what we're here to do. We're here to spread joy. And if you're having a bad day and you need to share it, end it with something positive. This is not your space to vent your negative air anymore. You are a new person, and we are doing our personal development and feeding our souls with joy. We are spreading that to others. That is our job. We're bringing life. Facebook is too political. It is too mean. And we are changing that. People tell me that they love seeing my posts every day because it breaks the monotony of all the crap.
True.
So just know that people love to watch you even if they don't comment, even if you don't like. And don't worry about when I tell you to ask people questions. Don't worry if they don't respond at first. They might not just know you yet. But keep asking. Remember that Bonnie Engel call, Sarah? She kept asking every day. And you just got to keep asking, because eventually someone's going to answer you. And it's going to be pretty freaking cool. Probably going to pee your pants a little because you're going to jump around in your mom. Did you guys learn stuff?
Yep.
Do you guys have any takeaways that you want to share right now? What are you thinking? I see wheels turning.
No, that's why I don't know where to post.
I don't even know.
I think there was a lot of data to intake, and I'm going to rewatch the video. And
A lot of data. Sorry.
I don't have any emotions about it, but I have a lot of like, ooh, those are some awesome
That's okay.
tricks.
Yeah, I hope that helps. It doesn't need to be emotional if you have something. Just, if there's anything that really stood out to you, and if not, that's cool, but your silence doesn't scare me.
Yeah, no, I know. It's scary.
No, silence doesn't scare me. I know usually after a call, if somebody asks me like right out the gate, I'm like, I don't even know what I just took in really, and how that applies to me. So if you give me a minute to let my brain download it, that would be great. I hope it was awesome, and I hope it helped you.
Yeah, it was awesome, Michelle. Like, seriously, you're a wealth of information. So good.
I think I found myself, because I was sick the other night and I got so distracted by the news feed and I wanted to like throw up on my phone. I was so grossed out by the fact that I had literally spent 45 minutes on my phone doing nothing, and I was procrastinating but scrolling the news feed at the same time. So I think I'm going to kill my news feed.
You
And
can't do it on your phone though.
what's that? Don't kill it on my phone?
No, you can't. Not on the app. Only through the browser.
Just do that. I couldn't figure out how to push the button on my little app. Like, it wouldn't work the way that you said.
You have to push it really hard, but you might not have it. Like, it's on, I think it might be 6 and up. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Pressure sensitive.
Okay, I'll keep trying.
Do you have live pictures? Can you send live pictures?
No,
Yeah, if you don't have live pictures, you don't have the option.
Okay, which those are super creepy, by the way.
Really? Send them of my kids to my family.
Okay, no, I loved it. I love the subtitles too. Like how all Gary V's videos, because I see him first on Facebook, I love how it's got the words on it because I don't have to click it for sound. So I think that's
And
really
do you
cool.
stop to watch usually or listen? Yeah. But if it doesn't have subtitles, I scroll by.
Yeah.
Huh.
I love it.
Cool.
Gary V made me mad today. I was so ready to watch that Tony Robbins one. He was live with Tony Robbins
I
today,
know, I saw that.
and they had crappy internet, so they couldn't even. And it was so sad because their viewers were dropping by the hundreds, like every 5 seconds. I'm like, no, fix your internet. I so wanted to watch that.
I know, me too.
So who is Gary V?
Gary Vaynerchuk, he did the summit call, or summit, he was at summit last year, but he's the author of Jab, 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 Right Hook. He's a motivational speaker. Don't listen to him while your kids are around. He's a lot.
F-bomb.
But he is all about the hustle, and he just has so many good nuggets.
He's a self-made millionaire who came from like a really rock bottom poor family and just made himself who he is just out of being he's super raw, super honest, and he's a social media guru.
Totally.
Like he knows social media and trends and like what's coming up, and really, really cool.
And like when I talk about posting things and people not commenting, like Gary Vee didn't become a thing. I think he put out some 700 YouTube videos before people actually, like he just did it every day, regardless of whether people showed up. Every single day. People look at people like Lady Gaga and they think, oh, overnight success, but she wasn't. She hammered the streets every day for 10 years.
I believe it.
Before she became successful.
Which is crazy because she's legit talent. Like,
yeah, you can have talent up the wazoo. There's so many talented people in the world. It doesn't really matter if you have talent. You have to have drive and discipline too. You have to show up every day. Like you see people on YouTube and you're like, you are an amazing singer. How are you not famous? Mm-hmm. Right? But maybe, A, maybe they don't want to be, but B, maybe they just haven't pursued it. Mm-hmm. So,
Michelle, will you do an Instagram call for us sometime soon?
I don't really know if I know enough about Instagram for you guys.
No,
I meant to talk about hashtagging on Instagram. Guys, I can talk about it if you want. This isn't like a decade long already, but I can talk about hashtagging on Instagram because it bugs me.
What do you think? What are your thoughts real quick? And then well,
my thoughts real quick, if I can do that. Don't hashtag Beachbody. Don't hashtag coach. Don't hashtag like who. Okay, so Instagram is different in the sense of like your hashtags have to be towards who you're trying to attract. So you have to know your market. So it's not necessarily about what's in the photo, but it kind of is. So I post a lot of like hashtag no time, hashtag postpartum depression. And it might not have a lot to do with that post, but it's constantly trying to pull in my target market. If you hashtag Beachbody Coach, hashtag hammer up if you're doing Master Hammer and Chisel. If you're hashtagging the programs that you're doing, some people will be turned off by you just because they know you're a Beachbody coach. B, you will attract other Beachbody coaches to your network. You don't want that. Instagram looks for clean, beautiful photos. It is not all about the in the moment. It is like magazine quality, crafted posts. They don't like to read a whole lot. I'm blessed that my people like to read all the stuff I say, but they are just, it is the scroll heaven. They are scrolling. So if you want to stop them, you better have a really nice picture to stop them with. Reply to absolutely everyone. If someone comments on your post and it's like a smiley face, that's an automatic, that's a robot post. So they've got it set up that they're having something, searching certain hashtags, and they're going out and commenting on them for them. So reply to them however you want, but they're probably selling something, so they're not your target market, so don't focus on it. You can set up those things, But hashtagging, like I have a few people on my feed who it's like hashtag Beachbody, hashtag 21 Day Fix, hashtag portion control, hashtag PIO, hashtag Insanity Max 30. And I'm like, stop. Oh my God. Oh my God. People don't want to see that. They really don't. And I'll show you guys how I set up my hashtags if you want, because gone are the days where people want to see your hashtags in the comments. So I have that all worked up in my notes, and I just copy paste. And it changes from time to time as to where I'm at personally. But if you do the ... here on your notes and copy paste it to Instagram, then you get a cleaner look so that people aren't inundated with your hashtags. So don't do it in your comment. You do it in a separate comment. So
how many hashtags was that? Was that like 25?
30.
30?
You can have 30. Yeah, that was probably up there. So that's what it ends up looking like. So in the comments, when people are coming, but that's what it looks like when people are scrolling.
Okay.
So you don't see hashtags on the actual post. Because, I mean, you can do like, I keep some hashtags in my posts if I'm saying like, if I'm being funny or something, because I say hashtag in real life all the time. So I use them in my post because hashtag mom life, I use them. But if you are using them in a business sense to gain clients, you want it to look like that. So I'm going for postpartum mothers, post-baby, 2 boys. So I like boy mom, it's a thing. I don't know why. Breastfeeding moms, nursing moms, no time, balance. Those are the people that I'm looking for. So I'm looking for somebody who is looking for clean eating recipes, and they're looking to someone for inspiration or what clean eating looks like, balanced intake, whatever you want to attract people to, because people on Instagram are searching for somebody, right? So when they type something in, not a lot of people are typing in Beachbody Coach or PIO. They don't know that. And if they do, they probably already bought it from somebody. So you don't want them. They are taken. So you want to attract people who haven't heard of it before. And that's, again, knowing your target market. So hashtagging is important. Don't show up and throw up Beachbody. And yeah, just keep it real. People shouldn't really know that you're a coach from your post.
Can I
From
ask you
your
a question?
hashtags.
Can I ask you a question, Michelle?
Mhm.
How long did it take you to refine your target audience? And did you just, every time you kind of had an idea, you just kind of jotted it down until you had built up kind of a big list, or did you just do a giant brain dump one afternoon and come up with everybody, or how did that look for you?
I knew my target audience very early because of my postpartum depression anxiety, and that was my heart of sharing that story. But also just I just take every opportunity that comes my way. So I actually recently did a training in this Airdrie Mom Bosses group that I'm a part of. She did a Zoom call for us, and she talked us through the 5 things to find your target market.
Oh.
And she asked me, like, what is her name? I was like, I don't know.
So Jessica's not a real person, or?
No.
Oh,
No.
okay. All right.
She's the first name that popped into my head when she said, what is your person's name?
Okay. That helps me a lot, actually, visualize.
Because it helps you post to that person. Right? So when I post, I'm like, okay, what does Jessica need to hear right now?
Okay.
What is Jessica doing right now? And so I wrote down what she's doing in her spare time. And Jessica's a lot like me, because I like me and I want to bring other people like me to me, because I want to work with people like me.
Right.
Because that makes it more fun.
Yeah.
I'll be really business minded here for a second. I talk about when she's in her spare time, she's doing yoga or out hiking. So she's privileged. She's got money. But I'm privileged. I don't have a ton of money, but I got enough money to do those things, right?
Yeah.
So my client has expendable income to buy something like this.
Right.
So I mean, you got to figure out, do you want to attract, I mean, in the hair industry, I put out that I wanted to attract people with money to burn. I had people coming in spending $400 or $500 every 6 weeks on their hair. Those are the type of people that I
I
want.
think I cut my own hair last time. Like, it didn't go very well.
How hard do you guys want to work? Do you want to attract people who don't have money?
No.
Right.
Because those people are going to be a hard sell.
Yeah.
And they're going to come find, those are the people that when they have the money, they will come find you.
Mm-hmm.
So we love them. We do not put down poor people or people who are financially struggling, but they are fairly easy target in the sense that they will come find you because they know where to put their money and they know when something has value. So I look for people with a little bit of expendable income, and those are my targets.
Love it. Oh, thanks.
That's great.
That's so awesome. Well, and two, Laura, like I've just found that you refine your skill as you go, and it takes experience. You just have to keep posting. Like Michelle said, post. If it got crickets, do a different photo, do a different time of day, word it differently, and then keep moving because your audience grows with you. So even if you're not that fantastic in the beginning, like all of us are not that good in the beginning, you have to know that like they're going to see the authenticity in it and they're going to grow with you. And I feel like that's happened to me all over the years. So yeah. And it's like called the avatar. You can think of it like your avatar. Who is Laura?
Yeah.
Who are you in a different person? You know, it's crazy.
Well, that's fun.
It's kind of scary.
Yeah.
It's awesome. And then it helps you because then you can talk right to her and you'd be like, hey girl, you know, like you could even craft a post and just say, hey girl, and just speak directly to someone in that one post. Like Michelle was saying, not just like, hey everyone. Yeah. So, Michelle, thank you so much for, I won't keep us any longer because I know it's super late where you guys are, but thanks for sharing all your love and for speaking the way that you do. And man, I have a lot of things to think about. It really inspires me now. Like I want to go post tomorrow. And the last couple of days I haven't really wanted to because I've kind of been like, whatever, just not feeling it. But now I feel it. So thank you. I think I can speak for all of us, right? Like hashtag all the feels. All the feels. I knew you'd like it. Oh my God. I love you guys. So anything else? If you guys, I'll post this recording in the group. And if you have any questions or like brainstorm ideas that you want to tag Michelle and ask her.
Yeah, please.
You know, do it under the recording in the Team Shine Coach group.
Michelle, did you need to take a selfie of your call?
I do. Thank you.
My phone battery's dead. Otherwise, I would have taken it.
Smile, everybody.
Okay.
Just kidding. It's just Tabitha.
Okay, so is that a thing that you take this a selfie of the call?
Just to share.
I'm just working. Me working. I'm just telling people like I love working in my pajamas. I love working while my baby's sleeping in my lap because again, my target audience is mothers.
Yeah.
Especially mothers on maternity leave.
Yeah.
That is my target audience most specifically. So yeah, take selfie. You would be so surprised at the mundane stuff that people would love to see about your life. Document everything. And even if you don't know if you want to share it, take a stinking picture of it. And one day when you're like, I need to post something and I have no idea what, scroll through your feed, look at the photo, remember how you felt when you took it and post it.
Okay. Brushing my teeth.
Brushing my teeth was one of my posts one day because I got cavities during my first year on mat leave because I didn't brush my teeth because I was so depressed.
Yeah.
I did a post on brushing my teeth. On self-care, right?
Yeah.
Anything, guys. Anything. Whatever you're going through that day. And you can always bring it back to the business or you can leave it completely out. If every single thing you say is like, oh, and I love this business because of this, that doesn't feel as authentic. But every once in a while, it's absolutely called for because I do love this business and I'm not going to be afraid to say that because this is who I am.
Yeah.
And this is what I do. And everyone else on the planet who does what they do gets to say what they do on social media. So dang it, so do I. Sorry, here I go again.
I love it. Oh man. It's true though. Be brave. Be bold. Who cares?
Yeah.
Beachbody coach.
And if something I've said doesn't ring true for you and you're like, that's not true, I love posting stuff like that. Frick, do it. It's your own business.
I love it.
I don't care. Sorry. Go to bed.
And you've postured up. Like Rosa said on that call, she's like, when she turned diamond, it was like, posture up. Like, just own it. And people love it when you own it. So just be like, boom, this is who I am. This is what I do. And people can feel it. Oh, thanks, guys. Okay, well, sleep good. And yeah,
Yes.
take some rest from social media. I love that. Don't take your phone to bed. Just go to bed. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tonight. Thanks, Michelle.
Thank you, Michelle.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye, girls. See ya.
Bye.